Hi everyone, it's Claire back again. Look at this, we've got sunshine in the UK and we can see in the sunshine how pretty and complex the Moonshine Mani Ragnarok polish is. This is a polish that I picked up in the Moonshine Mani haul that I did recently, and you can just see a lot of the shimmer here, but I'll show you a picture where you can see all of the duochrome and the flakies. So let's move on to the H&Ms. H&M is a brand that I was gifted a lot of polish from Catherine and Anna, so Anna Vestin and Catherine Crownall, and it led me to buy quite a few extra H&M polishes myself. So this is how many polishes I've got. I'm going to have to do this in slightly different categories. So I know that the polishes that I've been gifted by Catherine and Anna, I know which ones they are, although I get them mixed up between the two, which one bought me which one. Most of them I can remember. And I know that Anna and Catherine have said to me in the past, if you don't like any of the polishes, pass them on. So there's going to be 4 categories really for this destash. One is polishes that I'm going to pass on that I know I'm not going to wear. Another category is polishes that I've bought myself that I am destashing. Then there are H&Ms that I want to keep, and then there are some H&Ms that I'm going to save for now that I need to do some comparisons with that I may end up destashing or passing on. So let's go by colour category. So of my 33 H&M polishes, 11 of them are green or green toned or green based. So there's definitely a theme happening here. These ones at the top are polishes that I bought myself, so let's start with them. This one is more of a bluey toned green, and this one is called Scarab, and I think what I'm going to do with this one is destash it. Yeah, this one here is off the grid and it's a beautiful cream. I think I may have some comparisons for this, so I'm going to keep that in the safe for comparison category, but I've also got a feeling that I'm going to keep this. This one here is Emerald City, and this is a kind of bluey green with a gold shift, and I've got so many of these types of polishes, but this one's got a little bit of a silver in it. So I'm actually going to keep this to one side for my duochrome green comparisons, and I may end up destashing this, but it's a lovely polish, but I've got lots of very similar ones, so I'm going to do a comparison with that one. This one I haven't got anything like this. In fact, I'm lying, I do have polishes like this. This is a kind of khaki, deep, ugly, pretty green that's got a gold shimmer, and I know that I have an essence that's very similar to this, but I'm actually going to keep it because it's just so beautiful, so I'm keeping that one. This one here is Olive Grove, and I know, so these are the polishes that were sent to me either by Catherine or Anna. I think I've got probably quite a few comparisons with Olive Grove, so I'm going to keep that for comparisons. I've got quite a few OPIs that are very similar to the H&Ms. This one is the other side, and this is the Irish green, or Kelly green, that Loopy and Catherine described as an Irish green when we did the St Patrick's Day collaboration, and I do like this one. I'm going to keep it. This one here is called Green as Gold, and again it's kind of it's kind of similar to Emerald City, but it's a little bit paler. So I need to do some comparisons with these shimmery gold, like metallic gold greens. So I'm going to keep that in that category. This one here is called Ataxia, and I know it just looks like a silver, but there's a very slight green tint to it. Now, with metallic, I love metallics, but with pale metallics, quite often they can tip into for me anyway, feeling like a bit of a frosty polish, and this one does that for me. So I'm actually going to pass this one on. This one here is Tender Buds, and I think I've probably destashed it to keep this one. I used to have a Butter London called Bossy Boots that was very similar to this, but this one I'm going to keep. This is Shamrock and Roll, which is similar to the other side, but it's a slightly more blue toned green, so I'm actually going to keep both of these. Great formulas. And this one here is called Orchid Bee, and I think I've already done a comparison with OPI's My Gecko Does Tricks. It is very similar, and again it's that metallic duochrome, but it's much more of a spring green. I'm going to do a comparison again. So I've got one to pass on, one that I'm definitely destashing, quite a few to do comparisons with, and these are the ones that I'm keeping. I've got 8 blues to show you. This is the one that I bought myself, and this one is called Nocturne, and it's a really pretty shimmery navy blue, lots of silver and blue, and it looks like a bit of gold as well, shimmers in there. I'm trying to think if I've got anything like this. I'm sure I have, but I'm actually going to keep this one. Now, there's some really pretty creams in here, and these two in particular, they look really dupeable. This one's very similar to Pacific Blue. This is Lapis Lazuli, which is one of Catherine's favourite polishes. And this one here is Sky High, which is a soft, like sky blue, baby blue. And they're fantastic formulas, so I'm keeping both of them. This is going to be quite difficult. This one here is the Real Teal, and I'm going to see if I've got any comparisons for this one. I think I've got a feeling that I have, but there's quite a dusty, like greyed out quality to this one, so I'm going to keep that for comparison. This one here is Make a Splash, and it is a very pretty shimmery, like aqua blue green. I'm going to keep that one. This one is beautiful. This is Faded Myrtle, but again I think I've probably got dupes for this, so I'm going to keep this for comparison. This one here is Periwinkle, and again I'm sure I've got dupes for this, so I'm going to do some more. I'm going to probably just do a H&M comparison video. And this one here is beautiful. This is Thundercloud, and it's a fantastic blue with a very pretty shimmer in the bottle, but unfortunately you can't see that on the nail. This was sent to me by Anna, and it's really frustrating that you can't see that shimmer because it's lovely. But I'm actually going to pass this on. So on to the more neutral kind of shades, or sort of absence of colour, and there's a little purple. This is like a soft mink kind of shade, and this is called Potpourri, and I'm going to keep this one. These two polishes I picked up myself when I did a H&M haul. Cashmere, and this one is Friday Night, and I expected it to be a little bit more opaque like Ragnarok that I'm wearing, but it is actually quite sheer. Great as a topper, and you can build this up, but I was a little bit disappointed that it wasn't what I expected. So I'm actually going to destash both of these. This one is Cashmere, and it's just not really my kind of... Well, I do have similar polishes. It is my kind of thing, I'm lying. But I do have similar polishes, so I'm going to destash both of these. This one is Shearling, which is quite a shimmery neutral, but I've got, again, quite similar polishes, so I'm going to pass this one on. This is Space Race, and it's a beautiful, beautiful holographic. I did buy a backup of this, but I ended up giving it away in a giveaway, and I'm thinking of getting another backup for this. I just absolutely love it. It's just my kind of holographic, that flat hollow. And this one is Sepia, This one is very similar, actually. This was sent to me by Catherine, I think. And she also sent me a Smiths and Colt Feathers and Flesh, which is very, very similar. So I'm going to pass this one on and keep the Smiths and Colt. And finally, a little bit of colour. So here are my pinks, reds, oranges. And I actually picked up these two myself. This is Calabaza and Phoenix. I think I picked this one up myself. Definitely I remember picking this one up and it not being quite what I expected. It looks great on the nail and on the swatch wheel, but it's just not my kind of thing. So Phoenix I'm going to destash. I'm also going to destash Calabaza because as much as I absolutely adore this kind of shade, it just looks terrible on me. It's slightly, these kind of mustard shades that are a little bit too orange. Yeah, it's not, there's something, this kind of, I don't know, it just doesn't suit me. So I'm going to destash this one. These two, the Governess and Red Carpet, were sent to me. This one was sent to me by Catherine, and I think this one was sent to me by Anna, and they're both beautiful deep reds. I'm going to keep both of them. This one was sent to me by Anna, and she was like, this is way out of your comfort zone, but give it a go. And it took me ages to wear it, but when I did, I absolutely loved it. And this is called Drop the Mic. Really pretty, shimmery pink. Not my kind of thing, but I do love it, so I'm keeping this one. I'm also going to keep Orange Koi. This I can handle. This one, not so much, so I'm keeping this one. And this is So There, which I kept this one and destashed Revlon Cherries in the Snow because they were dupes, so I'm going to keep this one. Just as I was packing away, I found two more H&Ms. This one is Mauve, which was sent to me by Amanda, and I'm keeping this one. And this is that 70s glow, which is really unique. I don't have anything like this, and I'm keeping this. So altogether, I'm definitely keeping 16. And I've got 8 to do some comparisons with, and I'm putting 5 in the D-Stash shop, and the rest of them I'm passing on. So let me know what you think of H&M. I love this brand. I think I just have quite a few dupes, so I needed to thin down the collection a little bit. But it's a brand that I really love. They're affordable. We can get them online. And yeah, let me know what your favourite H&M is if you've managed to pick any up. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.